Welcome students to this online session. In the previous three videos, we have seen about Kirchhoff's laws, Keystone network and its applications, and principle of potentiometer. Let's have a recap of principle of potentiometer. If the current through wire is constant, the potential difference between any 2 points of the potentiometer wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire. If the current through the wire is the same, then potential difference between any 2 points of the potentiometer wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire between these points. That means V by L is equal to constant. That is equal to K, called as potential gradient. K is called as potential gradient. In other words, the fall of potential per unit length of wire, that is potential gradient of wire, is constant and measured in terms of volt per meter, SI unit of potential gradient. As we know, potentiometer works on the principle that when a constant current flows through a wire of uniform cross area, potential difference between 2 points is directly proportional to the length of the wire between 2 points. That means V is directly proportional to L. The potentiometer is mainly used in laboratory to compare the EMF of two primary cells, to determine the internal resistance of a primary cell, and to determine the EMF of a cell. Some practical applications of potentiometers are: it is used as a voltage divider, it is used in auto control device, and is used as a sensor. Let's see the use of potentiometer in laboratory. We can compare EMF of cells using potentiometer. What is EMF? It is electromotive force. EMF of cell is not truly a force, rather it is energy. EMF of cell is energy supplied by a cell to circulate a charge once around the circuit. Means EMF of cell is measurement of the energy that causes current to flow through a circuit. Using potentiometer, we can determine the EMF of a cell by obtaining the balancing length L. Here, the fall of potential along the length L of the potentiometer wire is equal to the EMF of the cell, as no current is being drawn from the cell. Means E is directly proportional to L, or E is equal to KL, where K is the potential gradient along the wire. Thus, it is possible to compare the EMFs of two given cells by measuring the respective balancing lengths L1 and L2. A potentiometer circuit is set up by connecting a battery of EMF E with a key K and a rheostat such that point A is at higher potential than point B. The cells E1 and E2, whose EMFs are to be compared, are connected with their positive terminals at point A and the negative terminals two-way key K1 and K2. The cells E1 and E2 whose EMFs are to be compared are connected with their positive terminals at point A and negative terminals to the extreme terminals of the two-way key K1 and K2. The two-way key extreme terminals of key K1 is connected to the negative of cell E1 and the extreme terminal of key K2 is connected to the negative terminal of E2. The central terminal of the two-way key is connected to a galvanometer through the resistance box. Other end of the galvanometer is connected to a jockey J. Key K is closed, the constant current is flowing through the circuit. Then key K1 is closed and key K2 is kept open. When key K1 is closed means the cell having EMF E1 is in the circuit, and as K2 is kept open, the cell having EMF E2 is out of circuit. That means using this two-way key, we can bring one cell at a time in the circuit. Key K1 is closed and key K2 is kept open. Therefore, the cell of EMF E1 comes into the circuit. The null point is obtained by touching the jockey at various points on the potentiometer wire AB. Let N1 be the length of the wire between the null point and point A. L1 corresponds to the EMF E1 of the cell. Therefore, for the cell of EMF E1, E1 is directly proportional to L1. We can write E1 is equal to KL1, where K is the potential gradient along the potentiometer wire. Now, key K1 is kept open and key K2 is closed. The cell of EMF E2 now comes in the circuit. Again, the null point is obtained with the help of the jockey. Let N2 be the length of the wire between the null point and point A. This length corresponds to the EMF E2 of the cell. For the cell of EMF E2, as E2 is directly proportional to L2, therefore E2 is equal to KL2. From above two equations, dividing equation 1 by 2, we have E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. Thus, we can compare the EMFs of the two cells. If any one of the EMFs is known, the other can be determined. Here, you have to remember the battery or driving cell must be having EMF greater than E1 and E2. Thus, connecting the cells individually, or you can say separately, this is also called as the direct method to compare the EMF of cells using potentiometer. The EMFs of cells can be compared also by another method called sum and difference method. When two cells are connected so that the negative terminal of the first cell is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell as shown in the figure, the EMF of the two cells are added up and effective EMF of the combination of the two cells is E1 plus E2, and this method of connecting two cells is called the sum method. And when two cells are connected so that their negative terminals are together or their positive terminals are connected together as shown in the figure, in this case their EMF oppose each other and effective EMF of the combination of two cells is E1 minus E2. Here E1 must be greater than E2. This method of connecting two cells is called the difference method. This combination of cell is not a parallel combination of cells. As shown in the diagram, the cells E1 and E2 whose EMFs are to be compared are connected in sum and difference method using the four-way key. As shown in the diagram, the four terminals here, as shown in the diagram, the cells whose EMFs are to be compared are connected in sum and difference method using four-way key. Here 1, 2, 3 and the fourth. The terminals are here and this is the path for connecting the cells in sum and difference method. As shown in the diagram, a battery of stable EMF E is used to set up a potential gradient V by L along the potentiometer wire. The positive terminal of cell of EMF E1 is connected to higher potential terminal A and negative terminal of the cell having EMF E1 is connected to the one terminal of the four-way key and exactly the opposite terminal that is connected to the galvanometer and the other end of the galvanometer is connected to jockey. Cell of EMF E2 is connected across the remaining two opposite terminals of the four-way key. Here E1 should be greater than E2 and E is greater than E1 plus E2. When keys 4 and 2 are closed, the cell E1 and E2 are in the sum mode. Here the negative of E1 is connected to the positive of E2 and here to this path the galvanometer is connected. The null point is obtained by using jockey. Let L1 be the length of the wire between the null point and the point A. This corresponds to the EMF E1 plus E2. Means E1 plus E2 is equal to KL1. Now the key 4 and 2 are kept open and keys 1 and 3 are closed. In this case, the two cells are in difference mode. The negative of E1 is connected to negative of E2. Therefore, the cells are in difference mode. Again, the null point is obtained with the help of jockey. Let N2 be the length of the wire between the null point and the point A. This corresponds to E1 minus E2. And we can write E1 minus E2 is equal to KL2. From these two equations, we have E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equal to L1 by L2. By componendo and dividendo method, we get E1 by E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. Thus, the EMF of two cells can be compared by using potentiometer. Some precautions should be taken while using potentiometer. The EMF of battery, that means driver cell, must be greater than the EMFs to be compared. That means E should be greater than E1 and E2. And for combination method, E must be greater than E1 plus E2. The positive terminal of E1 or E2 or of the combination must be connected to that end of potentiometer wire where positive terminal of the battery is connected. The potentiometer wire must be uniform and the resistance of potentiometer wire should be high.